We arrive here just 2 days after Zainabu delivered her firstborn child, but the midwife has not yet left this house. Zainabu still needs her help. A daily massage on her stomach to get rid of what they call dirty blood and clean off her womb is what the midwife will be doing for days. Zainabu delivered at home, and her story is the story of a majority of mothers in Lamu County.
My government has now made adequate budgetary arrangements to enable all pregnant mothers to access free maternal services in all public health facilities with effect from 1st June 2013.
These are the ambitions that every parent has for themselves and their children, but there are millions who do not have the opportunity to enjoy this basic right. While some mothers are lucky to access proper maternal health services at their doorstep whenever they need them, many more can only dream of that chance, all in the same country at the same time. Lamu Island, the oldest and best preserved Swahili town in East Africa and one of the most famous along the coastline for lavish hotels, beautiful beaches, historical sites, and donkey races. But beneath Lamu's beauty lies the dark reality of hundreds of thousands of Kenyans who do not have the basic choices in life that are often taken for granted.
Unajua sasa ukiwa na choice you select the best. Lakini if you have no choice, what do?
Maternal mortality in Lamu County is estimated to be over 1,000 per 100,000. This is more than twice the national average of 488 women per 100,000. Globally, over 350,000 women and girls die of complications related to pregnancy and childbirth each year, according to the World Health Organization. In Kenya, this translates to slight under 500 per 100,000 live births. Lamu's average for 1,000 per 100,000 is why we are here, to try and understand why the mortality numbers are like this. Just what ails Lamu's mothers and their newborns. The county is divided into 2 districts, Lamu East and Lamu West. These are further divided into divisions: Faza, Kizingitini, Amu, Mpekotoni, Hindi, Witu, and Kiunga. Majority of the population in Lamu County live in Amu Division. Here is where the government district hospital is. Another reasonable population lives in Mpeketoni and Faza. To reach Zainabu in Pate Island, we had 2 options: to board a passenger boat from Amu, which takes 6 to 8 hours to the island, or hire a speedboat, which will take about an hour and a half. On a speedboat, we leave Lamu at 5 a.m. This is a rule. The travel is low tide. Pate is the largest island in the Lamu archipelago. Pate town is in the middle of a conservative society. Here residents keep to old traditions passed from generation to generation and enforced by religion. It is a predominantly Muslim community. It's a tightly knit community where everybody knows what is happening around them. On this day, the entire community is celebrating the birth of Zainabu's child. In a small community like this, important persons are known by all. Saida Ali inherited a job of midwife from her late mother. She is a famous woman here, and Zainabu is only her latest client. She is unable to count all the women she has delivered here, but admits it has not always been smooth. She mentions cases where children have died during delivery. Health officers in Lamu say majority of deaths occur due to delays by the mothers.
TBS wanaweka mama kwa muda mrefu nyumbani. By the time mambo yamebadilika ndio nakimbisha hospitali.
Wote watatu nimejifungua nyumbani.
Hania Mohammed, Saida's daughter, she is 8 months pregnant. This is her 4th pregnancy. 3 of her children were delivered by her mother. One child, however, dying days after her birth due to complications she says the baby developed during birth.
Kama hii ya tatu nilijifungua mwaka jana, bahati mbaya mtoto hakupona, nilienda hospitali. Nilivyoenda hospitali, daktari hayupo, nikarudi zangu nyumbani.
And stories of mothers and children dying from birth-related complications here in Pate and the entire Lamu County are common.
Mtoto tumewahi poteza kwa sababu ya pengine ile shida za usafiri.
Hania did not seek the services of a trained nurse or doctor. Here, many women only go to hospital when complications arise.
Hospitali huenda ikiwa umetokea na tatizo au pengine umezidiwa, ndio utaenda hospitali upate na matibabu.
Kuna upungufu wa wahudumu ambao saa zingine unalazimika kufanya kazi mchana na usiku.
But she is glad her mother is always available, and the community here trusts local midwives. In fact, the tradition here encourages women to be delivered by their mothers and mothers-in-law. Hania plans to deliver at the hospital this time round, but this is just because of fears after her last baby died. Her hope now is that she will deliver during the day, that the nurse will be available, and she will not suffer any complications. Those hopes, based on the fact that Pate Dispensary runs only during the day, it is run by one male nurse and can only handle a normal delivery without complications. These are just but a few challenges. There are more. Zainabu and Hania are representatives of women here who day in, day out dream of new opportunities. President Uhuru Kenyatta's announcement that all fees on maternal health in all public hospitals be waived was good news, but it was only good news to those women who can easily access health facilities that are equipped and will receive those services from trained personnel. But here in Lamu, it was not good news to majority of women who live in far-to-reach islands where transport is a challenge. Imagine an expectant woman in Pate who is due for delivery and has developed a complication. The only health facility where she can get help is the district hospital in Lamu town. That is if she can make it there. To put it simply, it takes 6 hours from Pate Island to Amu on a normal boat, but these boats operate only on specific days and time. The same journey is covered by a speedboat in 1.5 hours, but that as a catch.
Boat ya passengers ni pengine 400 kwa passenger kwenda na kurudi 400. Pengine 1000 uwe wa kwenda na kurudi.
Ukipata rahisi ni labda ni 10,000. Lakini most likely huwa ni kama 10,000 ama 15,000 na range hapo.
Nilifika midway between Lamu and Mtangawanda at a place called Bruno. Kuna channel hapo kwa Bruno, it's a dangerous place. Hiyo ni deep sea, lakini at least yule coxswain alikuwa ni experienced coxswain. Tukakaa somewhere, tukazalishana na huyo mama kidogo. We lost the mother the baby, but at least we managed to save the mother.
Kama hapa tufanye paka Pate pengine masaa 4. Ukitoka hapa tufanye mpaka kwetu huko Ndao pengine masaa 6 kwa sababu huko Ndao mbali kidogo.
And the water transport is so risky at times. The boats have to operate with the tide's movement. At times, the water is so turbulent that no boat owner will dare take the journey.
Mara nyingine bahari huwa ni mbaya sana. Sasa katika kuja kutafuta matibabu katika ile safari anazidi apate complications zaidi.
In Nairobi, petrol is retailing at 109.52 and diesel at 102.86 according to the latest energy regulation prices. In Lamu, according to the ERC, petrol should be retailing at 109 100.87 and diesel at 103.23. But because fuel prices in Lamu are controlled by private people, a litre of petrol ends up retailing at 159 shillings in Lamu. This directly affecting residents whose only mode of transport is boats which operate on petrol. Accessibility aside, culture too is another obstacle. Here women are not allowed to be delivered by male nurses, but the government posting does not appear to consider this. The only nurse at the Pate dispensary is a man.
Lakini sasa mimi hufeel shy kuzalishwa na wanamume. Naona haya kwa sababu hata nikitoka nje nikimuona mimi nitafeel yani huyu mtu ameniona mwili wangu, na ambapo mwili ni kitu secret wakifai kuonekana.
Nikifika hapa kulikuwa hakuna mzazi anakuja kupokewa hapa kusalia hospitali.
All divisions in Lamu County have dispensary units, but the level of services are inadequate. For example, the dispensary here at Pate has a small, ill-equipped delivery room. It can only accommodate one expectant mother at a time. The delivery room can only allow normal delivery. In case of an emergency, a referral to the district hospital is a must, but there is a warrant factor to this.
Hospitali kuna boat. Hata kule upande wa Faza kuna boat ya hospitali, racing boat. Lakini sasa unajua supply ya mafuta, it's not regular.
Kama kuna dharura, huwa ipatikani kuhudumiwa ile muda wa haraka hivyo, kwa sababu mpaka tuitishe boat. Sasa ingine huwa tunategemea tides. Pengine tides iko low, mpaka tungoje maji tides kuwe high, so that boat ikuje mpaka pwani.
Mama alikuwa anatoka Faza, akawa anakuja hivi. Sasa ukapita eneo lingine, bahari ilikuwa kali sana. Kabidi sasa yakarushwa ile boti mpaka akasikia uchungu, kabidi ni kujifungua.
But even when the women get to the district hospital in Lamu, there is always no guarantee that all shall be well. The district hospital, that is the hope of many in the entire county, is also ill-equipped and understaffed.
Imagine ule mama ametoka huko, ametukua time, na hapa ondoke hapa pelekwe mbele pia ni time hii. Hujui kile kiumbe chaweza kuchoka matumboni, ama chaweza kuhatarisha afya yake ama maisha yake, ama pia yule mama aweza kuhatarisha maisha yake. Wataka ukitoka kule kuja hapa upate ile huduma. Hutaki uende mbele. Tunataka huduma zetu ziweko hapa Lamu.
During a visit to the hospital last year, it emerged that the hospital did not have a single incubator, and that means a near-death sentence for children born prematurely. A year later, the situation has not changed.
Itabidi tutumie mambo ya kizamani, manake sasa ikiwa hakuna incubator hapa, utafanya nini? Ni kumfunga kwenye matambara, ni kumfunga kwenye mapamba, lakini sasa hizo zote si huduma kama incubator.
According to the nurse in charge of the maternity department, the number of expectant mothers seeking services has doubled in recent weeks following the government's directive waiving all maternity fees.
Na tumeambiwa huduma ni bure na pesa zitakuja, at least we thank to that. Lakini tungependa hizo pesa ikiwa ni za kuja basi zikuje haraka sana. Unajua? Sio ati tunasema ati pesa zitakuja, wamama they already here. Pesa zitakuja na wamama wako hapa, tutafanya nini kwa hivyo?
In an effort to improve accessibility, the National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF, donated a boat that was meant for the hospital. But for 3 years now, the boat has not been of help to the district hospital.
Ile boat NHIF tuseme kweli ile imedonetewa na NHIF. Lakini ina siasa yake hiyo, hatuwezi kusema mambo yake juu kwa sababu alikuja hapa wakati moja former prime minister wetu, nasema hiyo boti alikuwa pamoja na Nyang'nyong wa handover kwa serikali, kwa Minister of Health, lakini haikufanyika mpaka sasa kwa ndani ya bahari.
Kenya is signatory to the UN Charter on Millennium Development Goals, but the deadline of 2015, now just a year and a few months away, the goal of reducing maternal mortality by 75% remains ever distant. Across the border in Tanzania, the picture is markedly different. The country ranks position 26 in Africa in maternal deaths, but that is still way better than Kenya and Uganda. Tanzania led the way in waiving maternal fees, and analysts believe that Kenya could borrow a leaf from its southwestern neighbor to drive the maternal agenda and reduce maternal mortality. In a remote village in Shinyanga region is the heart of rural Tanzania. It's a day set for mothers and children. In this village, women gather here twice every month. Government health officers, together with their colleagues from non-government organizations, have arranged programs where they take services closer to the people.
Hapa wamama saa wamekusanyika kwa ajili ya kupata chanjo za watoto, kwa maana yani hizi hospitali za huku kijijini chanjo waga hazipo mara nyingi. Sasa ndio wamefanya mpango wa kuwasaidia hawa wamama ili wapate chanjo watoto wao na wajawazito pia.
These programs happen in all regions of Tanzania and have helped to reduce maternal and infant mortality rates remarkably. The lessons here are many and the benefits are clear. And so as Kenyans celebrate the waiving of maternity fees by the new government, in places like Lamu, that move is welcome. But everyone here knows it is only a first step in giving real hope to mothers like Zainabu. Reporting for KTN, I'm Angel Katrisia.